guys, welcome back to this episode of Texas E36 Garage. I'm your host, Cody. As you can see, we have 3 beautiful packages here, all from MKAH Motorsports. We ordered some things, some prototypes, or, well, not prototypes, but first production run of some things. Half for the red car, half for the white track car, guys. Our first box here we have are, as you can see, I don't know if you can see, these are adjustable splitter mounts. These mount to the chassis up underneath, and let's see if we can loosen them, and allow everything to slide. Really cool. Really gonna make for some awesome. Here's the other one, not together, but as you see, this mounts to the chassis, this mounts to the splitter, and we can adjust our splitter whatever height we want for whatever lip we have. So that's pretty cool. Those are gonna be awesomely installed. We have instructions on how to put it together and a note. All our hardware, all our splitter hardware, and the other bolts to put that together. So we got that in that box, which we'll be installing this video. Let's cut open this box. And what we have in this box is the splitter itself. This is made out of ABS plastic, straight from MKAH Motorsports. Gonna make the whole bottom of the track car amazing. So as you can see, these are already pre-cut for everything. So boom, they mount just like that, mount to the chassis, and you're golden. So, that is that. Let's open up the next box. Let's get this one out of the way. Fragile. These guys are door pulls, and these are our E36 door panel deletes. Version 3, guys. V3. Let's cut these open. So I have the V2s on the red one right now, as you guys saw us install before. Well, I ordered V3, so we have V3s and V2s. So, expertly packaged here. So what we have, guys, open this up. V3s, as you can see, powder coated, beautiful. V3s have this nice little, I don't know if you can see it in the video or not, angle up and turn down. That makes the cover up of the top of the door so much cleaner. I'm really excited about these and about to get these on. I'm actually thinking of putting the V3s on the red one and moving the V2s over to the white one so that the M3 can have the nice ones. Well, the newer versions. And we got some stickers. Finally. So we have those to install. We have the radio delete to install on the white one. Door panels to install on the white one. And the gauge panel that you saw me mess around with last video. But let's jump out to the white car and see what we have to do to get this splitter installed, guys. So let's jump outside. Always excitement in Bel Air on a Friday night. So guys, I was just starting to film. Actually, I was just walking outside to film and heard a loud crash and came out to see a car had tried to make the turn. I don't know if you can see it, but it nailed the pole over there. Let's see if we can get a better shot of it, guys. But came around, missed the turn, and annihilated his car. Looks like a Volkswagen or something, but it's done. Always fun. So guys, now that the excitement's done, we can actually jump back on to the white car. What we have to do first to get the car ready is we need to take off the front bumper, the trim, and get that off the car. So let's go ahead and get the front bumper off the car. Alright guys, we got the bumper all disconnected, so now we can set that off to the side. And while we're at it and we have everything off, we are going to throw the ends of these on and mount these where they go on the bumper. So that they can actually function. So we'll throw those on too as well today or tonight. But let's get the brackets and get them both assembled here, and let's get them to where they're supposed to go, which we have to see where they go here. I believe they go on the bottom of this bracket right there. But let's take a minute, assemble these, and figure out where these go. So guys, to make some room, this car is not a stock-ish car. So because we have these brake ducts that are coming from the stock brake line, we have to reroute them because right where they sit is pretty much right where the bracket sits. So we need to move these in a little bit to where they need to go so that the bracket here can mount and actually have room to actually be. So we had to remove that plastic, remove a couple bolts. Not the end of the world. I don't know what the blazes happened to this plug. I don't know. The plug doesn't even look like a plug. It's like 3 things in one. I've never seen that before. So, had to do that so we could move this out of the way so that we could in turn put in our bracket. So, now that we have that done, we are going to put our bracket on. But I'm trying to figure out which bracket goes where. Which way. It appears that all the holes are lined up the same way, so I don't think it matters. So, let's get with mocking up this first bracket here to see where it'll actually go. Well, actually looks like both our intake and our brake are going to be in the way. Well, that's just going to be fun, I guess. I don't know how to address that. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Let's put our outside air temperature. Let's get that up and out of the way. We don't need that thing down here. This can go on the inside of that one. I don't know what the cat's doing over there, getting all crazy. We might have to loosen that one and twist that around. I think we are going to have to do that. Now let's jump. While we're trying to figure that one out, let's jump over here to this side, which doesn't have the intake in the way, and see if we can't mock this up. That brake duct really needs to go that way. So if we can get, oh man, that brake duct's just right in the way of everything. Oh shoot. And this thing keeps unraveling. So maybe for the time being, we take these brake ducts off real quick, and then we'll reroute them in a little bit. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, we can tuck those wires back up and in there. We have full access to our mounting points, which, of course, on this car are slightly bent, but, you know, stuff happens. But we do have hardware, and we do have nuts, bolts, and washers. I did the washers wrong. Washer underneath, nut, and get it up there, and we can get to from the back side on it. I'm gonna rotate you guys around. I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna bring you guys this way, and we are going to get this bolted up. So, fairly easy to do. So guys, we're getting the last bolt into this bracket over here, but I'm having the filter is in my way. So I need to take off this air filter real quick. Just drop it off so that I can bolt this up and get this on. Come on. Oh, there we go. So I just have access to it. I can't reach when the filter is actually on there, so we'll do this so that I can get it on. Once this is on, then we can grab the actual diffuser and get it started to be mocked up here, and get those bolts on. Then we can kind of see where our adjustments are, high, low, where this needs to sit for the stock bumper right now. We will be putting a lip on this bumper eventually, and that's what makes these adjustable brackets so nice, is that when we do decide to get a lip, these slide up and down and allow us to adjust for whatever size lip that we end up going with. Most likely it'll either be a custom lip or the Riger lip. I just haven't decided on exactly what I'm gonna run yet, but you know, we'll figure that out in due time. But let's get that hooked up. That actually sits there, and all my frame rails are kind of bent, just where all the plastic mounted at one time, so just makes for a little bit of a, you just have to adjust them a little bit, which isn't bad, but it needs to happen. So let's go get the actual splitter and let's get it installed. Okay guys, well you can see the splitter. We're gonna put the textured side up, and move it into place. Grab our, where's our hardware? We have, he's got little wing nuts in the side over here. Those are made for either one of these on either side, so we'll take that bolt off so that we can arrange that when that time comes. But we have all our hardware here. I'm going to dump it out right here so we have access to it. We're going to grab ourselves a nut, a washer, a lock washer, and our actual bolt. And I'm going to start up at the front. I'm just going to support it underneath with my foot, put the bolt up, and I'm going to slide that first bolt up and in, slide a lock washer on that, and get a bolt down. I'm going to do the same for one of the back ones as well, so that we're fully supported right now temporarily on this side, front and rear, so that we can jump over it and put another one on the other side. So guys, we have all the hardware installed. As you can see, looks freaking amazing. Super thick. The only thing I'm having issues with is that my brake ducts, not the brake ducts, but the wheel well liners on this car are not OEM. They are an aftermarket piece from Turner Motorsports, and some of their mounting hardware is different. I just checked on the stock wheel well liners, so all I have to do is re-drill a couple little holes along here. A couple of them match up, but a couple don't. So just gonna re-drill, super easy to re-drill. And I'm gonna put some bolts in, then we can put the bumper back on and kind of get it all mocked up to see where we need to adjust the splitter. So guys, you can now see how awesome this diffuser is, how well made it is, how the quality is, and the adjustments. Right now we have it adjusted all the way down. Gonna throw the bumper on and see where this all sits. It kind of makes me want to run the whole car without a bumper. It looks so cool. But let's get the bumper back on and see where we can make adjustments.